My voice is loud and clear. Online issues. Okay, done. So in the last class, we are discussing about the Jupyter notebook, how to use the Jupyter notebook, and whatever we have already installed. The previous class we have discussed about the Jupyter notebook, and we have started the if condition. So in today's class, let us complete some programs based on the if and else conditional statements, and we'll try to execute some of the programs. And once the programs are completed, I'll share you the task related to if and else, and we'll continue from the same. So today's class is based on the conditional statements within the Python conditional statements. What is the conditional statements? As we know, conditional statements will be, we are having the block of code. And what is meant by block of code? Block of code means a set of lines. What are the set of lines are there? The set of lines we call it as block of code. Either executed means everything will be executed, otherwise none of them will be executed. They are called as block of code. Now, coming to the first one is if condition. Yesterday we have discussed in the last class how it is going to work means the syntax. What is the syntax for if condition? The heading is syntax. What is the syntax for if condition? First we have to write the if, later we have to write some condition, after that colon, and below to that we have to write our block of code. What are the block of code you are interested? You have to write the block of code in that way, right? So this is the syntax. Syntax for the if condition. What are the if condition is there? And examples we have seen, like 1 is less than 3. If 1 is less than 3, we are going to ask to print something like Python. Okay, if the condition is true, we are asking the print Python. So whenever we ask to print the Python, first it will check the condition here. What the condition is there, it is going to check the condition. If the condition is true only, it is going to print the Python. If the condition is false, for example, the same if condition, if 1 is greater than 3, if the condition is false, the entire if block is not going to get executed. So this is the one which we have discussed in the previous class. Already in the previous class, we have completed this part. Now, coming to this block of code, how to give the block of code? This is called as indentation. If you don't give this gap, what is this gap is called as indentation. If you don't provide this gap after the if, what is the error you are going to get? Indentation error, right? Now, if here you are going to write the condition. So this is a basic example what are we have written. Generally, how we are going to write means, for example, the person is going to enter the name. We'll ask the user to enter your name. What are the name he has entered? If that name is equal to ours, for example, if the person has entered, I'm going to ask enter your name. And if the person has entered the name is SRK, only in that case, it has to execute some program. If the person has entered something else, it should not execute that program. That program is fixed for the person for SRK only. So here I'm going to write if the name is equal to SRK, whoever the person has entered SRK, and only in that case it has to print hello SRK, something it has to print like this example. So first it will ask the user to enter the value. If the user has entered something like Pavan, it will not execute anything. It will not execute the program because the condition was not satisfied. If the person has entered SRK caps lock, still it will not satisfy because caps lock SRK is not equal to small SRK. Since the condition is false, this entire block will not be executed. Now, if the person has entered small letters SRK, then it is going to print the hello SRK. Sir, but the person may enter small letter, caps lock letter, anything. Then how exactly it can be a lower SRK miss? That is the reason we are having the string methods. Name.lower. Whatever the person has entered the name, for that first I'll enter the name.lower. What is name.lower miss? It will convert everything to lowercase. Now even the person has entered the caps lock SRK also. First, it will convert that one to small letters SRK, and since both of them are equal, it is going to print the hello SRK. Is the point is clear? Now, Real-time examples. What are the real-time examples are there? After this one by one, once we complete and once we enter into slowly one by one, I'll go with the real-time examples within the next few minutes. Okay. Now, along with the if and else, okay, if we are also having the second concept called as if and else. What is if and else? What is meant by if? If means check the condition. Whether the given condition is true or false, check the condition is called as if. And here you are going to write some block of code. That block of code, whatever the block of code you are going to write, it is called as if block. Similarly, we are going to write else. For else, we need to write the condition. Else means only above one is failed. What is the meaning of else? Above failed. Above whatever is there, it was failed means automatically execute the else block. That is the meaning of if and else. So first you are going to write one condition. If the condition is true means it will execute the if block. If the condition is false means it will execute the for else block. So out of these two, one block will be executed. Either if block will be executed or else block will be executed. That will be decided. So here I am going to write something like this. Okay, a is equal to some variable name, a is equal to 40. Or I'll enter the value, some value. Ask the user to enter the value. So to enter the value, input function I'm going to use, and I'll ask the user only to enter the value. Okay, what are the value he has entered? Since it is going to be a number, so I'm going to write the eval. Already we know what is meant by eval. Now, if what are the user has entered, if the value is greater than 0, if the value is greater than 0, I'm asking to print it is a positive number. Print positive. Okay, else. Else means what? Other than greater than 0. Then I'm going to ask to print negative. Something like this. Okay, this is called as if and else. Now the user is going to enter some value here. What are the values there? He is going to enter. For example, he has entered 25.4. What are the value? So 25.4 is greater than 0. Since 25.4 is greater than 0, it is going to give the output as positive. For example, if I have entered minus 15, the value is negative. Right? This we call it as if and else. So checking the one condition, if the condition was failed, it is going to give the second one. This we call it as if and else. Right? Next, we are also having the next concept is called as next syntax. The next syntax is if you are going to write one condition. Inside the condition, you are going to write block of code. What are the block of code you are interested? You can write the code. That either you can write one line, you can write 10 lines, you can write 500 lines also, not a problem. Second, elif. Okay, elif. What is meant by elif? Again, elif after the condition. What is the meaning of elif? Elif means, okay, else plus if. What is the meaning of else? Else means if above condition phase. Else means above condition phase. Check new condition. Check new condition. That we call it as elif. Elif means if above condition phase. Above condition phase means check the new condition. Else means only above condition failed. Now here I'm going to write the block of code. What are the block is there? The block of code. Is the point is clear? Now, so here we are going to see with an example. For example, if I'll ask the students marks, taken as an example marks. Okay, input of enter the marks. Input of enter the marks. Now, what is input of enter the marks is? Obviously, they are going to enter the some number. If the number, what are the number they have entered? If marks are greater than 90, it has to print the excellent. It has to print excellent. Okay, this is the condition. When it has to print excellent? Only when you are having the marks greater than 90. Right? So when marks are greater than 90, it has to print the excellent. Elif, elif means what? Above condition phase. Marks greater than 80. I have to print the second one is called as good. Something like this. Now, okay, if I am writing the condition like this and I am going to enter the marks. Now I have entered the marks called as 95. Now what is the marks I have entered? 95. Marks greater than 90. Marks greater than 90 means 95 is greater than 90. 95 is greater than 90 means true. Since the condition is true, it is going to print the excellent. Elif. Sir, what about the elif, sir? Elif marks is greater than 80. Now also marks are greater than 80, no, sir. Now good also will be printed means no. The word here, what is there? Elif is there, if is there? Elif is there. What is the meaning of elif? Above condition fail, only check the new condition. Above condition was failed. Above condition was not failed. Then why it will check the new condition? So it is going to give the only the word called as excellent. Sir, same question. If I write without elif here, if only I am writing. What is the meaning of if? Check the condition. What is the meaning of if? Check the condition. True means execute, not true means ignore. If meaning is what? Check the condition. Else meaning what? Above condition fail. Okay, above condition fail, check the new condition. A combination. See, understand this logic clearly. If means check condition. So obviously you have to write the condition. That condition might be single condition, that might be 10 conditions or 20 conditions. If it is a multi conditions, you have to use the logical operator, AND or. If it is a single condition, you are going to use a comparison operator or identity operator or membership operator. If it is multiple conditions, you are going to use the logical operator. Finally, this one has to give the output as true or false. Okay, after the if whatever you are writing here, it has to give either true or false. In such a way, the condition should be there. Okay, now, so if means what? Check the condition. Elif means what? If means what? L means above fail. Above fail. If meaning is check condition. So then what about the else, sir? In the else, if is there, not there now. If means no condition. Directly above fail. Only above fail, automatically execute. Automatically execute everything. No need to check the condition. Because the word if is not there. If word is there, only check the condition. If word is not there means no need to check the condition. Now, so like this, if, elif and else are going to work. Now here, I am having the if word, elif word. First, if marks greater than 90. So here marks is what? 95. Since 95 is greater than 90, it is going to give the true. True means it is going to execute the if block. Inside the if block, what is there? Print excellent is there. So automatically it is going to print the excellent. Now here the word elif is there. Elif means above is failed. Above is not failed. So it will not check the condition. Now when it comes to the below, okay, now when it comes to the below, I am going to re-execute the same thing with the 95. Same 95. In this case, what happens? In this case, what happens? If 95 greater than 90, answer is true. True means print excellent. So it is going to print the excellent. Printed. Elif means above is failed. Above not failed, so it will not check the condition. So it is going to give only the output called as excellent. Now in this case, what happens? 95 greater than 90, so it is going to print the excellent since the condition is true. Now, what is this one? If means above condition should be failed. No, irrespective of above condition, again it will check the condition because always the if meaning is check the condition. Again it is going to check the condition. What is the condition? Marks are greater than 80. 95 is greater than 80. Is satisfied. So good also. So it is going to give the excellent and good. Both the things it is going to give. For example, instead of the word excellent, if I have written the word called as grade A, this is grade B. This is A grade, this is B grade. Now, if I have entered the 95, what happens? The person will get both A grade, B grade. But the person cannot get the both A and B now. If he doesn't get the A grade only, he is eligible for the B grade. If he gets the A grade, why he wants the B grade? So, if meaning is check the condition. What is the meaning of if? Check the condition. Wherever the word if is there, check the condition blindly. Blindly check the condition. Okay, elif means above failed, check the condition. Above failed. Sir, we'll start always with the if only. Why we can't start with the elif? Starting only. A program, I want to write a new program. The program should be started directly with the elif only. Elif meaning is what? Above failed. Above is not there means how it will be failed. So we cannot start with the elif. Not possible. Sir, can we start with the else? Opening only else I want. You cannot start with the else also because else meaning only above failed, execute automatically. Above nothing is failed means why to execute automatically? No, sir. For example, here, let us take like this. A is equal to 40. Okay, I write else and print SRK. Print SRK. I want to print like this. So it will not check the above condition anything. Directly it has to print the SRK, sir. To print SRK, why to write else? No need to write else also now. It will print SRK directly, right? What is the advantage? You will get the word with else. Else means only above condition failed. Above is nothing is there now. You already know that above nothing is there. Then what is the purpose of writing else? What is the purpose of writing else? There is no use of writing else. Opening only writing the else, what is the advantage you are going to get? Means nothing because it is not going to check any condition. Sir, after the else we can't write the condition. No. Condition is applicable only if the if. For else, no condition. So the difference is clear, right? If, elif and else. Three of them are clear. Now you can use the only if. You can use the if elif. You can use the if else. You can use the if elif else. Combination. Any combination of your choice. As per your requirement, you can choose. If your requirement is, for example, I will tell you a requirement. For example, I want to go to my native place. Whenever there is a holidays, I want to go to my native place. Okay. To go to the native place, I want to book something, tickets. Okay, obviously I have to book the tickets. My first option, what is my first option is sleeper, AC, bus. This is my first option. If this is not available, if this ticket is not available, then I'll go to the second option called as sleeper, AC, train. If this is also not available, my third option is sleeper is not available now. So I'm going with the seater, AC, bus. This is my third option. If 3 tickets are not available, I not even go. This is my condition. Okay, then for this case, what I have to write? First one is if, second one is elif, third one should I write else or elif or elif only I have to write. I cannot write else because else means automatically. This is not automatical now. It has to check the condition again. What the condition? Seater AC bus ticket is available or not, it has to check. Wherever it has to check the condition, I have to write the elif. Sir, one if is okay. How many ellipses we can write? Ellipse you can write from 0 to infinite. How many ellipses you want? That many ellipses you can write for a program. No restriction. Sir, ifs also how many we can write? Ifs also you can write anything, any number. No restriction for ifs also. But if you write multiple ifs, every condition it will check irrespective of above fail. Now tell me, I have to check the bus ticket in the AC train. For example, a sleeper AC bus is available for me. The ticket is available here. Still, I will check the AC train ticket, whether I will check or not. Because this is my first priority. First priority was satisfied means I will not check. When I will check, if it is not available, if not available only. So here I want to write Ella, or without writing L, if I write if, what happens? It will automatically check the train ticket also. Bus ticket it will check, train ticket also it will check. If bus ticket is available, bus ticket will be booked, train ticket is available, means train ticket also will be booked. Means 2 tickets will be booked automatically. So my requirement is to book the train ticket only when the bus ticket is not available. So automatically I'm going to add the F. Above is failed only. Above is not failed means this is individual conditions. Connection conditions, individual conditions. So for example, if I write like this, if elif and elif, if elif, like that. For example, marks are there. If the marks are between 90 to 100, grade A, 80 to 90, grade B, 70 to 80, okay, 70 to 80, grade C, 60 to 70, grade D, less than 60, F, fail. Okay, or let me take like this. So as per IT industry, if you want to go with the IT industry point of view, from IT industry, whenever they conduct the test for the freshers, whoever the marks are greater than 90 to 100, all these people comes under one category called as A. Whoever are above 70 to 90, all these people comes under second category. Whoever is less than 70, they are considered as F, fail category. Whenever the IT industry conducts, for the freshers, they want to evaluate whether they are performing good or not. So whenever they do the evaluation, for them less than 70 is called as fail. Whoever has got 70 to 90, they all comes under one category only. Whoever got more than 90, they'll get the impression on them. If it is less than 90, 82, 84, 85, 86, any student, they'll not get the impression for the freshers. So if this is the condition, I want like this only, then what I have to write? This is if, what about this one? If I elif. This is elif. What about this one? So you can write as yes, or you can also write as elif. That is your choice. For example, if marks are greater than 90, A grade. Elif, marks are greater than 70. Marks are greater than 70 means if, for example, 95 is there, it is more than 90, it is more than 70 also. But second condition will be checked only if the above condition fails only. Right? So if it is more than 70, B grade. Yes. Yes means what is the meaning? It is not even greater than the 70. So automatically it is F category. You can write like this, or marks greater than 90, A category. Marks, that is elif. Marks greater than 70, B grade. Or clearly if you write marks less than 70, F grade. If you write like this also, not a problem. Choice is yours. If you write like this also, the meaning is same. If you write like this also, meaning is same. Choice is yours. Whichever you feel easy, that is the best one. Okay. So based on the requirement, we are going to write the if, elif and else and a combination according to the requirement. So here you have to understand the program. For example, there is a shopkeeper. Now you tell me the program. First, to write the program, always. Now some of the students will ask, because the programs have started now. Obviously, whoever the freshers and who are listening for the first time the programming, okay, till now there is not having any knowledge on the programming and they are coming first time to the programming. They'll ask the question, sir, when you are explaining it is very clear, but when we want to try from how to start the program, how to write the programs, we are unable to write. How to write the programs, it is finding difficulty. This is the question generally the students will ask. So while practicing, how you have to practice means first you have to ask the question. First you should know what is the question. Before typing something, first you should understand the question. Without question, blindly we cannot type. This is the most important while in the programming. Point number one. Point number two. Okay, whatever the question was given, don't think from the Python syntax point of view. Assume there is no Python or nothing. A general human, how he will think? Like that, you start thinking first. The complete program, irrespective of Python program. I mean Python code. If word, elif word, syntax, how to write variable, that one, this one, forget. General English sentence. How you will answer in the general English sentence. For example, there is no Python, there is no Java, there is no .NET or any programming is nothing is there. Just a normal person, manually, he has to do everything. Step by step, he has to do with the paper and pen only. How he is going to approach the problem, that you are going to write. That one you are going to convert into the Python program. And most importantly, none of the Python program we are going to write in the sequential order, all the steps perfectly in the sequential order, because we also don't know which one we are going to write. Okay, this is one of the most important. Okay, what is the meaning? I'll show you with an example. First, let's start with the example like this. There is a shopkeeper. Okay, what he has done is, whoever has done the bill, what are the bill amount? If the bill amount is less than or equal to 500, the discount is 0%, no discount. If the bill amount crosses between 500 to 1000, if the bill amount is between 500 to 1000, he wants to give the 10% discount on that. What the bill amount is there in that 10% discount. If the bill amount is between 1000 to 2000, he wants to give the 15% discount. If the bill amount is greater than 2000, what are the bill amount? Okay, remaining any amount more than 2000, he wants to give the 20% discount. And outside the board, he has kept in stock flat, he has used the word called as up to 20% discount. 20% word will be very big letters, up to will be in the small letters. Okay, but 20% discount will be in the very big letters with the star mark. Star mark means condition. What is that condition? Once we enter into the shop, they'll say that part. This is the what we call it as marketing. Okay, everyone will do the same. So they will write outside the board, 70% discount will be there. The word 70% will be there, but on the top it will be there up to. Up to means maximum. Minimum it can be even 5% off. That is maximum number. But they will not highlight this point, and at the same time they will keep a star mark, condition apply. The star mark also will be small letters, condition apply. Will not even that will not be even available also. That we call it as marketing strategy, and obviously every company will do the same marketing strategy. Now in this marketing strategy, what are they have applied in the program, in their system, the program will be there now. The bill will be what are the bill is there? The bill has to be generated automatically according to that. Now, so we have to write the program for this condition. This is the requirement. Then what we have to do? First, we have to ask the user, what is your bill amount? First ask the user bill amount. Now, so forget about the Python is not there. Generally, how you will do manually? For example, you are only the cashier. How you will do? First, you will check the bill amount. For example, the bill amount is 700 rupees. Is the bill. What you are going to do? In the 700 minus 10% of 700. 10% of 700, how you are going to calculate? 700 into 10%. What is 10% means? 10 divided by 100. Percentage means divided by 100 is called as percentage symbol. So 700 into 10 divided by 100, which is nothing but 70. That is the discount amount. And that discount amount has to be removed from the bill amount. First, discount amount has to be calculated. This is called as discount amount. And that has to be calculated from the bill amount. Bill is equal to, what are the bill is there? Bill is equal to 700 minus 70, which is equal to 630. How you are going to do this one in the Python? First, we'll ask the user to enter the bill amount. What are the bill amount is there? Enter the bill amount. So the user is going to enter the bill amount first. If what are the bill amount is there? If the bill amount is less than 500, less than or equal to 500. What is the bill? The bill amount is nothing but I'm going to print the net bill. What are the net bill is there? Net bill is equal to any discount is there? No discount. So similarly, here I'm going to give the what are the discount is there? Discount. Discount is equal to 0. And here I'm going to print I'm going to print discount amount, which is nothing but discount. What are the discount is there? The same thing. Okay. And I'm going to print net amount. After the discount, what is the net amount? Has to be paid. Net amount is, I'm going to write net amount, which is nothing but bill minus discount. What are the bill minus discount is there? That one. Okay. So whenever the user has entered the value less than 500, that discount by default, it will take the 0 automatically. And the discount amount will be printed as 0. Net amount will be printed as bill minus discount. That is nothing but. So let me cross check whether I have executed correctly or not. 490. So what is the discount amount? 0 and net amount is 490. Okay, working perfectly up to here. Now, if, should I write if or elif? Elif means if above is paid only. Means if the person has entered more than 500. So if the bill amount is less than or equal to 1000. Sir, for example, 490 also comes under less than 1000 only now. Even 490 also less than 1000 only now. But if above fails only, it will come to below, right? Literally, it is more than 500, less than 1000. Already it has checked the condition for 500. It has crossed that. But still it is less than the 1000. Then only it will come down. Now in this case, what is the same thing? I'm copying and I'm pasting here. Now what is the discount? Discount is 10%. 10% is nothing but my bill into 10 divided by 100. That is discount amount. And for example, let me cross check 800. For 800, what is the net value? 800 is the bill. Bill is 800. Discount is equal to 800 into 10 divided by 100, which is equal to 80 rupees. 80 rupees is the discount. Now, discount amount is 80 rupees. Net amount is 800 minus 80. 800 minus 80 is 720. So, it has to give the 720. So, discount amount is 80 rupees. Net amount is 720 rupees. Is the point is clear? That is my requirement. I want to see the how much discount I have received. At the same time, how much I have got this. Clear guys, everyone? Sir, what is the use what is the use of evolve? Praveen, evolve means where it is going to remove the inverted force. When you are entering the input function other than strings, we are going to use the evolve. Other than strings. Next, similarly, if the discount is less than 1500, right? 1500 or 2000? 2000, right? 2000. For 2000, I have to give the 15% discount. And similarly, whenever it is more than 2000, for more than 2000, what I have to write here? Condition. You can write the condition or you can write the simply yes. And you can give the 20% discount like this. Simple. That is a program. Any one of the block only will be executed. Because everything are if above fail, above fail, above fail only. So at a time, two blocks cannot be executed in the none of the case because this will execute if above fails. This will execute if above fails. This will execute if above fails. Everything will execute only if the above fails. Above, wherever it is not failed, below part will never execute. We have written the condition in such a way. Now, we are going to write the bill amount. Bill amount is 3000 rupees. Bill is 3000. For 3000, what is the discount amount now? Discount is 3000 into 20 divided by 100, which is equal to 600 rupees is the discount. After the discount, net amount is 3000 minus 600, which is 2400. It has to give like that. Discount amount is 600 rupees. Net amount you have to pay is net amount after the discount is 2400. Is the point is clear, everyone? So like this, you are going to write the programs as per the requirement. Is the point is clear? For example, in the college library, I think most of you, when you have studied in the college library, will take the books. They'll give the books for 10 days or 15 days grace period by printing the stamp or something. Okay, once we are late, they'll charge per day some amount. After that, 1 month was crossed means separate amount, something like that. Right? For different cases, different total number of days. First 1 to 7 days, something. So like that, all these programs will be decided based on the if and else. Is that clear? Now, within the if, you can write whatever you want. Inside that, it is not every time print only. You can write the variable name, you can write the programs, you can write methods, you can write whatever you want. This entire block will be executed if this condition is true. Inside that variable is there, inside that print is there, inside that methods are there, inside the string is there, inside the list is there. Forget. This condition is true means this entire one will be executed. If the condition is false means none of them will be executed. Everything will be deleted. Nothing will be executed. It is some kind of flowchart type. If condition, if it is true, if it is false. Again, some like this, we are having the condition type. Any one will happen. Is the points are clear, guys? So first you have to understand the question. And based on the question, you have to write the programs. Clear, everyone? Now, for example, grade sheets is there. What are the grade is there? Grade sheets. Okay, in the grades, there is a university where in the university 90 to 100 marks, O grade or 10 points, they'll give the 10 points. And 80 to 90, they'll give the 9 points or something like this. Okay, but instead of giving the 90 or something like this, they'll give the grade called as O, A, 8. Next one is 70 to 80, B grade. Next 60 to 70, C grade. 50 to 60, D grade. 50 to 60, D grade. And 40 to 50, E grade. And less than 40 miss F grade. That is pay. So something you are having the grades like this. Assume. Sir, in the universities, they'll consider the less than 40. But in IT industry, why they consider less than 70 itself is the fail. As per IT industry, always remember guys, whoever has got less than 70, it is called as fail only. It should be more than 70. By default, 70 is the base mark for IT industry. That is the base to base, even for the startup companies also. If you take any kind of certification, Amazon certification, Microsoft certification, Google certification, anything, 70 marks. Why, sir? Because the difference between IT industry versus this one, university versus IT industry. What is the difference between these two, miss? Here, they will collect the money from you. They will give the money for you. So one of them is going to take the money. One will take the money, one will give the money. So since they are taking the money, so they are giving the less than 40. Even 40 marks if you get also, they are going to give the pass mark because they want the money. If they keep that minimum 70 marks only, I will give the certificate, means many people will not join and they will not get the money. They will not get the profits. That is their business. So that is the reason in universities, since they are taking the money now, so obviously they'll go with the students' favor. IT industry will not go with the students' favor because they are giving the money now, they want the subject. That is the difference. Okay, here you can ask the questions to that to different people. What are the doubts you are having? You can ask, but here you cannot ask the questions because here you are paying the money for asking the questions. You are paying the money. In that money only tuition fee will be there. The word tuition fee. What is the meaning of tuition fee? Tuition means, you know, tuition now from childhood onwards. Tuition means only asking the doubts. This is not the tuition fee, right? Salary. There is a what difference is there? Money is money only. What purpose of money? This is tuition fee. You ask 100 questions, they have to answer because you are paying the tuition fee. Here you can't ask because they are paying. They are paying for your knowledge. So you have to share the knowledge and you have to take your money. That is the difference. Many freshers, what they'll do is they'll think that, sir, in IT industry, none of them is helping us, sir. Why they'll help? They only have to pay the money, they only have to help. What is this stupid logic? Tomorrow, one person you will hire for doing some work. You will only do that work and you will only pay the salary. You will do like that. If tomorrow, if you hire someone, forget about IT industry. In your home only, you want to hire someone. For what purpose you have hired him is some purpose. But he is not doing that one. You are only doing that work also. You will do that work and you will also pay the salary. Simple. Then why IT industry will do? But freshers, what are the freshers are they? Once they enter into the companies, they'll think in a different way. That is one of the problem with the freshers. They think that IT company is also some kind of, sir, we are freshers. No, sir, if you don't know anything, just you can explain now why you are scolding us, why you are getting serious on us. They'll think like that. Because they'll think that IT industry or company is a lab. Both are not same. Lab is where you are paying the money. You also pay the money and enter into company. They'll not give any objection. Happily they'll take. You pay 10 lakhs and ask them, sir, in return give me 3 lakhs, means happily they'll take. They'll train you. Ask 100 doubts also, they'll teach you. That's the difference. Right? Now, for example, you want a program like this. A program where you are having like this one. At the same time, you have to calculate the CGPA. SGPA, CGPA. How you are going to calculate? Here alphabets will be there. Our alphabets. So again in the back end, alphabets, this one 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. And they'll do the average of that. What are the marks you have got in every subject marks and the total of the marks divided by total number of subjects. Now, here the most important point is there. One of the, I don't know, how many of you know what is the difference between the CGPA versus SGPA? How many of you know? Raise your hand, please. Rise. Because in one of my interview, okay, again, in one of my interview, one day, initially, when these people, precious, they have brought the certificates. Do you know that certificates, what are the file will be there? One file will be there, inside that certificates will be there, and students will bring that one. Who will bring like that, you know? Only freshers will bring like that. Easily we can identify the freshers versus experienced people in this way also. Okay, only freshers will bring all the semester grade sheets also they'll bring for the interview. Because they don't know which is important, which is not important, anything. Blindly they will do something. Okay, so like, okay, coming to the point, one of my interview, I asked one question to a data analyst, that is data analyst interview. In the data analyst interview, there is a concept called as mean. Mean means nothing but average. One of the most important parameter. Most means most. Most. That much of most important parameter, because to do the data analysis, completely mean is only dependent. Okay. So mean value is one of the most important parameter, and in the mean also we are having the arithmetic mean, weighted mean. Two means are there. Now one of the student, okay, he has applied for the data analyst role, and he's having a very good CGPA, around 8.6 approximately. I don't remember exact numbers, just I remember the incident only. He's having a very good CGPA. Okay. Then I asked here 8.6 SGPA I'm seeing, how it was calculated. What is this SGPA means? He told the full form. What is the full form is semester grade point system. Whatever system is there. Okay, done. Okay, what are the semester grade points are there? 8.6 you have got. Just I ask you the question. Okay, what are the 8.6 you have received? How it was calculated? Simply he told that average of this. Sir, average of that, it will give the 8.6, sir. Oh, a simple average. Okay, done. Here, what are the marks are there? Means 9, 8, 7, 10, 9, something is there like this. Okay, take the average. He calculated. I asked him to do in front of me. And I asked him to open the calculator also. In the mobile phone, open the calculator, not a problem. 10 plus 9, 19. 19 plus 8, 27. 27 plus 10, 37. 37 plus 9, 46. 46 divided by 2, which is 9.2. Okay. So he has got the 9.2. But here it was written with the 9.4. On the sheet it is 9.4, but when he has calculated it is 9.2. I asked the question, why it is 9.2, why here it is 9.4. Then he told that maybe some errors are. Okay, this is semester 1. Semester 1, guys. In the semester 2, he has got the 9.2 marks. In the semester 2, 9.2. In the semester 2. And overall CGPA was written as average of these two should be there, right? But instead of that, it was 9.2. Instead of 9.3, it is 9.24, something like this. It is not exactly 9.3, 9.24. Then I asked her, hey, here this is semester 1, this is semester 2. CGPA means average of these two semesters. Average means 9.2 plus 9.4 divided by 2, which is 9.3, right? But why it is 9.24? He told that it is also mistake. Next semester mark I have opened. Third semester, fourth. Every semester marks are wrong only. Finally, I asked her, hey, every semester is like this only, miss? Sir, I also don't know, sir. And then what you have done? When they have given the grade sheet, what you have done? Simply taking that one and keeping in the file and bringing to the interview. You don't know how to calculate also, and you didn't ask how to calculate also, miss? No. Then, even with the 9.2 something, this much of high CGPA also, we have rejected. Why? Because these people are called as robots. They will do blindly. For what purpose they will do, they only don't know. Okay, they will do like that. For example, go and call admin once. Example. Okay. So if I say that to the student, go and call admin, miss, blindly some student will go. One person will say that, why sir? Difference is there, both of them. So the person who goes blindly without asking why, they'll be unfit for the AI role. They'll be unfit, basically. If in the future you'll understand. The reason 100% you'll understand. If we have to understand what is the reason behind that. Why I have to go? What purpose? Nothing without blindly we have to do means they are called as pre-programmed. They don't know only the program. They'll simply copy from the chat GPT and they'll paste. If you ask to prepare the PPT means they'll copy from the Wikipedia and they'll paste. They'll not even edit that one. The some of the words blue line also will be there. As it is. That much blindly they'll copy. Okay, they don't know how to edit that one also, basically. in the edit, in the Wikipedia side, 1, 2 will be there, something. That one also will be available in the PPT. By seeing all, we can say it was copied from the Wikipedia. That much of clearly they will do. These people will be unfit for the certain rows. For certain rows, they might be eligible, but certain rows, they'll be not be fit. Now, the point is what? Why I'm saying all these things for you? Because what are the things we are doing? We have to understand the reason behind that. Blindly, we should not do in this particular role. Now, coming to this SGPA or CGPA, the what are these one? If you don't know, please cross-check properly. Because SGPA, CGPA, all these are weighted averages. They are weighted average. They are not with the normal average. When we complete the Python and we enter into the data cleaning partner, at that time I will explain this one. Statistics automatically will come for us. At that time I will explain. But remember, we should not do something blindly. We have to understand the scenario. According to the scenario, we have to write the programs. That we call it as adaptability. Okay, that is more important in our case. Now coming to the weighted, this one. Okay, what is the average of one? For example, internal marks. Internal marks is out of 100. Internal marks is one of the student has got 70. In the external, he has got 80. What is the average? Internal marks plus external marks, that is nothing but 70 plus 80 divided by 2, which is 150 by 2, 75. But it will not be calculated in that way because internal marks weightage will be 0.4, external marks weightage will be 0.6. So 40% weightage will be given for internal, 60% weightage was given miss. If whenever they have given the both of them same importance, if both of them are having the same importance of 50%, 50% only, it is applicable. Is the point is clear? Basically, weighted average works in this way. W1 x1 plus W2 x2 divided by W1 plus W2. That is a formula. Whenever both the weights are same, this is W1, this is W2, this is x1, this is x2. When W1 and W2 are same, then W will be taken as constant. Below also W is taken as constant. Then automatically it is 2. W cancels. X1 plus X2 divided by 2. This is what we see as the average. Directly 70 plus 80 divided by 2. This one will get when both of them are having the same weightages. One of them are having the different weightage means it cannot be applied in that way. Point is clear? If every value is having the same weightage only, this logic will apply. For example, 4 plus 5 plus, 5, 10, 20. 3 numbers are there. What is the average of this? If 3 of them are having the same weightage, W1, W2, W3. If these 3 of them are same is, then blindly it is 5 plus 10 plus 20 divided by 3. One of them having the different weightage means everything will change. So in the CGPA, the memo sheet also, what are the subject you are having, with the credits will be there and marks will be there. Here the credits is 4, marks is 90. Credits is 2, marks is 80. Credits is 2, marks is 90. Credits is 2, marks is 95. Credit is 1. Then what is the average marks of all these things? It is not blindly called as average of that. It is 4 into 90 plus, 2 into 80 plus, 2 into 90 plus, 2 into 95 plus, 1 into 100. This is nothing but W, this is nothing but X. So you have to calculate the sigma Wi Xi divided by sigma W. That is the weighted average formula and which will be applied for your CGPS, basically. Your CGPA, SGPS. Sir, SGPM is only in that semester what are the subjects are there, it is called as SGPA. CGPM is from the starting to that semester. For the first semester, both of them will be the same. CGPA will be equal to SGPA for the first sem. For the second sem, what happens? SGPA will be calculated individually for the second sem. CGPA will be calculated for first and second sem. In the third sem, what happens? SGPA is exclusively for third sem, whereas CGPA is up to third sem. It's a combination of 1, 2, 3. Every time it is a combination. This C stands for cumulative. Cumulative. So this all the programs are required. Why I'm saying all these things now? I'm going to give the assignment right now. That assignment is to create your grade sheet. How to calculate, and based on the weightages, this one, that one, you have to finally create your grade sheet. You have to write the program according to that. Okay. Now coming to the next example. Within the if only, we can write one more if also. So what is this called as? Nested if. How we are having the nested if, nested list, nested tuple, nested dictionary. What is meant by nested? Nested means within that same thing is there. Within the list, if you are having one more list as the sub, this is called as nested list. Within the tuple, if you have one more tuple, nested tuple. Within the dictionary, if you have one more dictionary as a value, not as a key. Key cannot be the dictionary, as a value. It is called as nested dictionary. So within the set, one more set, not possible. Because sets will accept only the immutable values. Okay. So within the set, one more set is not possible. So nested list, nested tuple, nested list, how you are having. Similarly, you are having the nested if. What is meant by this nested if? Nested if means nothing but within the if, one more if. So first you are going to write one condition. If this condition satisfies only this condition, it will check. So what are the internal block is there? If the above condition pass only, it will check the new condition inside. If this one only fails, it will not even check this one. Okay, so here I'm going to write the something like this. Let's take an example. Some number n. Okay, n is equal to eval of input of enter the number. I'm asking the user to provide some number. Okay, if the user has provided some number, what is the number the user has provided? If n, what are the n value is there? Okay, if the n value is greater than or equal to 0. Okay, whatever he has entered. Inside that, I'm writing one more if. What is that if? Means if n value is greater equal to 0, print 0. Print 0. Else print positive. Here I'm going to write else print negative. Now what is the meaning of this? So here first I'm going to enter the number, and I have entered the number called as minus 40. Now first it is going to check the minus 40 is greater than or equal to 0. No. Condition fail. Condition fail means what happens? Entire if block will stop. So this line is part of if block, if block, if block, if block. These are all the part of if block only. So entire if block will be stopped. Else, what is meaning of else? Above fail. Above fail means obviously failed. So what is the answer? Negative. Simply it is going to give the output as negative. If I write here minus 40. Now, second time. This time I am going to enter the number 50. 50 is greater than 0. True. True means which block will be executed? If block will be executed. What about this block? This block will not be executed. Sir, this else belongs to this if or this if. which both of them are in the same indentation, they belongs to the same category. This else will be depend on this if, this else will be depend on this if. Whichever is on the same level of indentation. In other programming languages, we have the curly brackets like this. But in the Python, it's purely depends on the indentation. So these both belongs to one category, these both belongs to one category. This else will work only if this space. This else work only if this is space. Is the point is clear? Now, 50 is greater than 0. Since 50 is greater than 0, condition satisfied, it is going to execute this one. Now it will come here. 50 is equal to 50. No. What about this else? Above failed. Above is failed, right? 50 is equal to 0 is failed. So automatically it is going to print what? Positive. So once I have entered here 50, it is going to give the positive. For example, I have entered the 0. It is going to give the 0. Okay. Now, so these are the different options which we have seen. One is if and else. One is if and elif. One is if, elif and else. And next one is nested if. These are the different options which we have seen. In all of them, if is common. So starting always with the if only. Sir, only if we can write. Absolutely we can write. We have seen one example, right? Starting example. And we have seen one example for one. Like only if we have seen, this example is purely for if. In this else is not there. In this example, if and else is there. Elif is not there. In this example, if and elif is there. Else is not there. In this example, if is there, elif is there, else also is available. And in this example, within the if, one more if. So different examples we have tried. Now, finally, let's see one real-time application example, and we'll end up this if and else, and I'm going to share you the task related to this. Okay, so what is the real-time application? Means, for example, the person is going to enter ATM. Okay, in the ATM, that is, he's going to enter the debit card and he'll enter the PIN and he is going to do something. So here I'm going to write first what the ATM PIN is there. ATM PIN is equal to 1234. Assume this is the ATM PIN. And the balance in his account, the balance is something. The moment you insert the debit card, automatically it will take the certain things. It will store in the temporary variables. The moment you enter the debit card, automatically it will create some temporary variables where it will store all these values. It will extract the values. Okay. And assume here it is 1 lakh. Net balance is 1 lakh. Already is available. First, we'll ask the user to enter the PIN. Ask user to enter the PIN. Okay. So it is obviously number only. So he is going to enter the number. Eval of input of enter the number. Okay, first we'll ask the user to enter the number. Now, what are the PIN number he has entered? If user PIN, what are the user PIN is there? Is equal to ATM PIN. If both of them are same, then it has to execute something. Otherwise, simply it has to give the invalid PIN. What it has to print? Opening only, it has to print the invalid PIN. Invalid PIN. If the person has entered wrongly. Done? If the person has entered correctly. If the person has entered correctly, then here I'm going to print. Okay. Select 1 for balance check. Select 1 for balance check. 2 for withdrawal. Something I have given like this. 2 for withdrawal. One is balance check for balance and second one is for withdrawal. For example, if the person has selected, option has to be given now. So here I am writing the option. Option is equal to, I'm going to ask user to input the option. Input of enter your option. So he is going to enter something. That one is obviously number only. So here I'm going to write the eval. Whenever he is going to enter non-strings, for every non-string I'm going to write the eval. Now, if the option was entered is equal to 1. What is the meaning of 1? Balance. So in this case, what I have to print? Print balance in your account. Balance in your account. What are the balance is there? Balance in your account, and I'm going to print the balance. What are the balance amount is there? I'm printing that. For example, if he has entered the second option, that is for withdrawal, that I'm going to write something. Yes, he has not entered 1 or 2, he is entering something differently. Then what I have to print? Invalid option. You have selected invalid option. Invalid option. Retry with retry with entering. Retry with either entering 1 or 2. Retry by entering 1 or 2. Now, for example, he has entered the 2. In this case, what I have to ask? How much amount you want to withdraw? So I'm writing something, withdrawal amount. How much amount we want to withdraw? Withdraw amount. And I'll ask the user to enter the value. Eval of input of enter the value. How much amount you want to withdraw? Now he is going to enter the amount. If what are the withdrawal amount he is asking? If the withdrawal amount is less than the balance only. If it is less than balance, okay, I'm going to print transaction. What are the transaction is there? Transaction successfully completed. And also I'm going to print net balance. What is the net balance? I mean, now new balance. What are the balance is there? The balance amount is equal to balance is equal to what are the previous balance he is having? Okay, minus what are the withdrawal amount he has entered. That is the balance. So like this, I'm going to have. Okay, for example, he has entered the withdrawal amount more than that. Yes. Okay, I'm going to print insufficient balance. Okay, this is the overall program, guys. Now, while writing this program, if you have observed, did I have written the program by sequential order or first this if and this else, followed by this one, followed by internally, which one, in what way I have executed the program? Based on my requirement, I have written the program. I'm thinking in my brain what has to be done. According to that, I'm writing the program. Again, one sentence will come in the brain. Again, according to that, I'll write the program. So blindly, we are not writing the program from the starting to ending. If you write blindly from starting to ending, that is called as by-hearting. When you can do that one means when you already know that program only, that is possible. But in the companies, that is never possible. In the companies, whatever the work we are going to do, that program we are going to do the first time only. The same program which is already available will not use in the company. First time we are going to write the program. For the first time only, how perfectly you can write in the sequential order. So who are having the first time, who are practicing this programming, don't think that we have to write in the sequential order. Something will come, again we have to go back and edit the code. Properly you can edit the code for multiple times. Now, so let's execute this one. So first it is asking the enter the pin number. I have forgot to enter the pin, the word pin. So pin number. I have entered the pin number called as 4567. Now pin number is 4567 which I have entered. Whether it is equal to ATM pin of 1234? No. So a if block is not going to work. What is if block? From where to where it is if block? Only from here to here. Complete from here to here, it is if block. This entire block will not be executed. Directly where it will come? To else. Else means above failed. Yes, above was failed. Then what it is going to print? Invalid pin. Is the point is clear? Now, I'm going to enter the pin number 1234. Now, correct pin number I have entered. So it is what it is printing. Select 1 for balance, 2 for withdrawal. Now here I am going to select the 1. What is the balance? 1 lakh rupees. Now again, 1, 2, 3, 4 is the pin. I am entering the, this time variably SRK. SRK or 10 or something. I am entering the number 10. It will say that invalid option, retry by entering 1 or 2. Here you are having the 1 for balance, 2 for withdrawal. Still he has entered the 10 miss. It is called as invalid entry. Now, so here I am entering the 2. 2 means what? Amount. So here it is asking the amount to be withdrawn. How much amount you want to withdraw? I want to withdraw around 30,000. So since 30,000 is available, it is less than my balance. So it is going to say that transaction successfully completed and net balance is 70,000. So if the amount is less than or equal to balance, even exactly 1 lakh if I enter also, it has to execute. Right? Okay. Is the point is clear? Next, here you are going to ask the withdrawal amount. Enter your withdrawal amount. Like this, we are going to write the programs. Is that clear? So for all these things, what we require is operators. Without knowing the operators, we cannot do this. Yeah, here it is asking. Here it will not be update the balance after the withdrawal in the next transaction. Yes, if you want for the next transaction, immediately it has to be updated, means this has to be separately written in the separate cell. In the separate cell, it has to be written. Now, automatically we have entered the this balance amount now. So here what we'll do, we'll write the balance is equal to balance minus withdrawal amount. We'll write here this one, and here we'll print the balance. Now, for example, 2 minutes. 1, 2, 3, 4 is there, and I'm entering the 2, 50,000. Okay, what is the 50,000? I have removed the 50,000 amount. Now, again, I'm going to re-execute. The same program I'm re-executing. For re-executing, now what is in the balance is there? Inside the balance, now what is there? 50,000 is there, not 1 lakh. If this code is inside this, one more time if you execute, again this new value will be created. Now net balance is 50,000 is there now. Now I'm going to enter the pin one more time. Now here I'm going to enter the value 2. Here I'm going to enter the 10,000. Now what is the net balance? 40,000. Difference is clear? Every time you have executed balance 1 lakh, every time you execute this one, it will overwrite. So this is only for one time. This is for multiple times. Is the point is clear, guys? Everyone? So now that one, how it will be stored? You have written here 2 separate cells, but generally program will not be written in the separate cells now, sir. Then how? That is next concept called as loop. There we are going to discuss the next concept, loop, and we are going to store that one outside the loop. Whatever you have stored inside the loop is one thing, outside the loop is one thing. Tomorrow's concept, whatever we are going to discuss, is called as loops concept. I assume that conditional statements concepts are very clear. Anyone has any doubts?
Even function, yeah.
Sorry?
Even function.
Even. Evolve.
Yeah.
Evolve means basically here without writing the evolve, A is equal to input of enter the value. If you write only the enter the value, for example, I have entered 25. Input function will add the codes. A will be stored with the 25. But when you write this word evolve, it will remove the codes. Now A will be stored with the 25. If you don't want this codes means evolve. If you want with codes means what? String. So for strings we should not write the evolve. For strings we require only the codes. So that is the reason whenever we ask the enter the name, when we ask the user to enter the name, what are the input function? For that we are not adding the evolve. Why? Because name should be in the codes only. If you add this word evolve, this evolve will remove the codes. Input will add the codes, evolve will remove the codes. Is the point is clear? Everyone? Done. We'll continue from here in the tomorrow's class.